Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope everybody is doing well today. All right, so we've got episode 29 of Lost Mines and the Mad Mage. I woke up a little late. It was a fucking disaster of a day, so we're starting a little bit late. But so let me grab my ashtray and we will be ready to go. So, would anybody like to tell me where the fuck we were? Because I have absolutely zero idea right now. No time to read up before the game.
Yeah, that's fine. So two of Hallis people are now dead, and we're searching for the third. We just went down the stairs, and a drow on the door to the left that we didn't go into was trying to basically pitch some jobs for us, but we weren't interested. And then we went into the room that we're currently in with the Nothics, and they tried to take our magical items. And we ended up getting into a tussle with them. And I believe we finished looting them at this point. And then apparently...
That's right, you harvested some shit, right?
Yeah, we harvested some stuff.
And it's roughly about 6 p.m.
That's right, it's roughly about 6 p.m. And the last person apparently is very close to where we are right now. I think last time you said it might take us like an hour to wrap this up, maybe. So I don't know what that lines up with what you're seeing now. And that's kind of where we are.
Okay. I just finished pulling out... Excuse me. Finished pulling out these handouts and shit. Oh. So, these dwarven carvings that were on a lot of these walls apparently had a handout. So, you guys remember the dwarven murals and such that were moving?
Oh, yeah.
Or...
Yeah. That's cool.
Ooh.
Oh, those are dope. And so that's what's like running around doing the little dwarf stuff.
Yeah. Alright, I'm just opening my last couple handouts. And stat blocks for what you guys are going to be seeing. Got here. Okay. Almost done, I promise. Okay, holy fuck. A lot more things than I thought. So, you guys have just finished harvesting the Nothics. And you were aware that the one that you handed a magic item to went up into this area. What would you all like to do?
And I think Hallis said he felt the presence in like this direction.
He says almost directly east.
Almost directly east. Got it.
He is
Well,
this way.
well,
Okay.
what do you guys want to do? Do you want to chase after the Nothic or just head on with the quest? The item was pretty minimal from a magical item standpoint.
I'd say we're so close. Let's finish the quest.
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay, I'm with that.
I could use a bath.
All right. All right. Then shall we and have Haleth lead the way with like Yukina and Ren?
Perfect.
Oh, do you yeah, you good to control Ren?
Yeah. If yeah, that's not a problem for me if that's okay with everybody else.
I want to do it.
You just have to kick all the doors.
Just kidding.
He gets to here, he pauses. Yeah, so he doesn't know the way, he just knows the direction is.
Yeah. He doesn't know how to navigate around. It's just like roughly, northeast, etc.
He's gonna get to here. He's not even gonna bother stopping to look up the hallway. He's gonna continue on.
Oh God. Zynn will peer down the hallway. Do I notice anything as we walk by? Of course.
So, excuse me. You see an 8-foot high, 2-foot thick wall of hobgoblin skeletons and rusty armor, with a 2-foot gap between the top of the wall and the ceiling in this room.
And it's all dead stuff.
Yep.
Does
Rusty
it look
armor
like
and
it's been-
skeletons.
Is it like just a pile, or is it like
It's
not
like a
someone's
wall. It's
been-
like they were stacked against the wall.
Oh God.
That's foreboding.
Yeah. So Zynn will point this out to Val. Be like, that's kind of sketchy.
Right? May not be a good neighborhood.
Oh, well, thank you for the sub,
Do we
Matsia. Much appreciated.
ignore that and continue, or do we need to inspect that? What happens if there is enemies that way?
Yeah, it seems unlikely. I say we just get the mission done. Then we can circle back and search after Hal departs for the great beyond. But I mean, I'll go with whatever y'all like.
As you peer
Yeah,
up the
I don't-
hallway, you
Yeah,
do
go
see
ahead.
that at the end, it does seem to, the wall seems to stop at this point up here. I don't think you can see the actual very end of the hallway, though.
Yeah.
Are you pinging? Because I don't see your ping.
I saw his ping. It might be because
Oh,
you don't
okay.
have vision. From my view, I can.
Oh, yeah,
see the shape of the end of the wall.
Val, you can only see 60 feet. Zynn can see 120.
Ah, cool. Okay.
Yeah, that dark elf thing.
Cool.
Yeah, so like I can see exactly to the end of the wall, basically. Yeah, so I would see that it bends. So I will let him know, like as we continue to move by, that it does appear to bend to the right. So I don't think that is the end of it. But I agree that we should, carry forward.
Aleth can feel the creatures closer. It says, now he is north. As he gets to the end of the hallway, he peers around and says, now he is to my northwest. Maybe it is the other way. Through that northern hallway. And he begins to kind of pick up his pace. He starts moving into almost a jog.
Oh God.
Pretty good for a dead guy.
My
I
end,
know, right?
my end
How-
is near. I can feel it.
He's like, I'll call it to him, or try not to call it to him, but I guess I can't really I don't want to yell. Try to keep up with him as best I can. Oh, I think I locked my character inside of a wall.
You did.
I did not know that was a possibility. Sorry, I'm trying to triple move.
Yeah, no worries.
So I'm not so far behind. Okay.
As he gets
I'm
up
trying to keep
here,
up.
Haleth yells, Rex, I know you're here. I'm coming for you.
I yell back, thanks for ruining the element of surprise.
Hey, man, dude just wants to go to sleep, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, me too, but come on.
Well, we don't have much choice.
Tally-ho.
As you get to here, you guys can hear the sounds of battle. As you get to about there, you guys are starting to hear the sounds of battle. From inside, you hear, "Bring it on! The more the merrier!" As the sounds of battle continue. All right, so he's gonna start to run in, but you guys can get right behind him if you'd like before we do this.
Yeah, yeah, as much as possible. I think they would probably be like this.
In here, you can see what you know to already be a Nothic,
Oh shit.
as well as. See if I've got a handout for these Mezzaloths.
Mezzaloths. Ooh, that's new. The heck is this thing?
That is something you don't know what it is, because I shouldn't have told you the fucking name.
That's okay. I mean, I know, but my character doesn't know. So.
All right, let's see. We got that one. We got. That one, and. Okay. So, for those of you who can see, you notice at least one Nothic seems to be fighting this very large man. Seems to be dressed almost in gladiator gear, with swinging a massive hammer back and forth at these creatures. So let me roll them in and change the music. So, So, Valeran, though it looks like you probably can't see what's going on right now, you do hear the sounds of battle, and Haleth looks to be charging in, the grimace on his face. What would you like to do, sir?
I will advance so that I can see what is going on. 3, 4, 5. And interesting, okay. Let me measure distance really fast. I think I'm within range. Yep, I will aim a... Does the man down in the corner look like he's injured at all? Or can I tell from this range?
Yes. Hold on a sec. Yeah. I would definitely say that you can probably see that. In fact, you do notice that the room seems to be lit by a single lantern resting in the middle of the floor. There are also mine carts around the room containing glittering heaps of copper ore. And yes, he does look to be injured.
I cast Hold the Dead at him.
Okay. He passes.
Rats. And I will move back 1 square, and that ends my turn.
You hear him shout, "You think you can touch me with your foul magic? You will be the first to go down when I finish these creatures." Zynn.
Yeah. So this new creature that I've never seen before, do I have any knowledge of it? Because should be able to see it pretty easily from here, right?
Yeah, I believe you could.
Yeah.
You never spent any time in Menzo Branson, right?
Nope, I did not. Born on the surface, so.
You may give me a... creature. Depending on its kind, I guess we'll go with... Give me a history, because I believe we had a conversation. Your mother had told you some things about where your father came from, right?
Yeah. I used to ask her about him a lot.
Yeah, so you can either give me a history or a religion.
History it is.
This creature looks an awful lot like something your mother had described. Was often a servant of Lulth. You believe this is a Yugoloth.
A Yugoloth?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, it's a Mezzoloth, but it is a type of fiend, a Yugoloth.
Okay, cool. So now that I know that I don't like this thing, I'm going to call out to the rest of them that I think we should take down the creatures first before we get to the dwarf. Haleth has business with them. Specifically Haleth. And then I'm going to move just in front of Val. And I am going to attempt to take aim at this Mezzoloth.
All right.
Just making sure I have my correct stuff on and everything else off.
That is a miss.
I had a feeling. Okay, that's fine. Let me uncheck that. And then I will take another shot at it.
That one's a hit. So the first one, you're kind of shocked seeing this creature, and fortunately your arrow goes a little wide. Then you quickly knock another and let loose. Give me your damage.
Yeah, and we're gonna use my Drake reaction with that.
Yeah, as you loose your arrow, you can breeze a little of her cold essence onto it, and it kind of swirls around the arrow as it flies in.
Sorry, I forgot to check Brace's archery for the damage. There should be 2 more on that.
All right.
And then I will order Yukina to attack the creatures first, and to save the dwarf for last, and Haleth.
All right. Son of a bitch. I just realized I forgot to roll in our boy.
Yeah, Haleth.
Indeed. Wow, I did not reorder this turn order. I fucked up.
Oh, because one of the...
It has been a
both
long
Gnostics
fucking
booked
morning,
before me.
even though it's been
That's okay.
super fucking short.
So they would have went before I dealt any damage or anybody on their side has been attacked.
Yeah.
Effectively. Okay.
So the 2 Nothics would have, let's see, what's the movement? Alright, so Nothic. You see the Nothics turn. And you know what? Because something the handout says. You see both of the Nothics turn to you guys, and you hear, magic? Magic! 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 And they kind of run this way towards the light.
Don't hit us with your magic. We can be friends.
And they both smile at you, Valeran. This large, very large, toothy grin.
Well, that's kind of creepy.
And
Better
they
friends than enemies, though.
do you wish to respond?
I'll say yes, yes. Friends in magic. Kill the dwarf.
They look between you and the dwarf. Give me a persuasion. Is the DC.
Well, that ain't happening.
We can't. Well, you said we'd be your friend, but if we go back near that thing, it'll kill us. Kill us, it will. It will definitely kill us.
Stay here, stay safe.
Very well.
You hear this thing turn around and shout, "Fools! Help me! Kill them! Do something useful!" And oh my.
I was also supposed to command Yukina there, by the way. I forgot.
You can go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm not
Turn
gonna,
order's all fucked at the moment anyways. Go nuts.
We'll fix it. It's fine. Yeah, I was just gonna move her to like, let's say here. Not have her like go in like, enough so that she doesn't dash next turn.
Okay. So. All right, let's see. So this thing steps back from Rex, and as it does, it begins to chant something. Wow. Shame for him.
Is that bad? Good? other
As
thing?
he the chant comes to a crescendo, and his eyes are closed, and he moves his hands up, and he brings them down, and it ends. He looks around. Blast! Didn't answer my call. Ray.
Okay, so I think I am going to, 1 second.
Yeah, but
Okay, I just want to clarify. It's just the one person that we're trying to attack, right? To the group?
The Mesoloth. The Nothics have saw Valeran's flash of magic and don't want none of that smoke. As for the other one, I mean that depends on you guys as a group. But the other one is definitely the one that Haleth is after.
I'd like to use my moonbeam on this thing.
Both moonbeam for me, please. Okay, 5-foot radius. We are gonna make this go with a pale yellow for a moon, and it is a circle.
Yeah, it's a circle.
Okay. So let's see. Spell spell ends when a creature enters spells. So roll me your damage. And it makes a con save. Okay. And takes what, half on a fail? Or half on a success? Half, yep. Okay. So you see it, and it is radiant damage, right? Radiant, okay.
Yeah, it is.
So you see a silvery beam of moonlight seemingly coming through the ceiling and surrounding this creature, and you see his skin start to sizzle. Ugh. I've changed my mind. You're first when this creature is dead.
And that's it.
Okay, Rex. Apparently Rex the Hammer is for some reason not wielding a maul. He is wielding a great axe.
Yo, he just had a bit of change of heart in the past
Apparently.
years.
Like, it's so weird. Rex the Hammer, he has a great sword, a light crossbow, and a great
That's
axe.
funny.
No fucking maul, no warhammer, no mace, nothing like
Maybe
that.
he himself
That's
is
so
the
weird.
hammer because he's
I
so
guess.
strong.
He charges up to here. And he's going to take a chop. Oh, wow. All right. That is, wow, just barely hit, actually. But you see this great axe come charging in, or come slashing in through the moonbeam, and a spray of blood flies from this creature. Oh, that was too much. And he swings one more time. Wow. Yeah, okay. This creature that looked pretty decent up until this dwarf started slashing at him. Seems to be rather weak at this point. And you hear Rex, "I told you ain't gonna fell me, you darn demon." Ren.
Yeah. Ren is going to. Let's see how far away this is. 50 feet. And she has 40 feet. Okay, so I guess she is going to run her 40 feet in to there, and then she is going to throw a javelin at it.
That is a hit. She hucks a javelin and pierces it through its thigh. The second one, however, clatters. Actually, you know what? She just barely misses. It kind of like moves its head out of the way, and it slams into the wall down here. And, like, digs itself into the wall.
Okay, and that is her turn.
The Revenant, Haleth stops. And, let's see. Okay, so he's got to be a little closer to do that. And then he charges in, staring at this creature, this dwarf in front of him. "You took my life, Rex. I'm going to take yours." Actually, there we go. And then from here, he uses his Vengeful Glare. He needs to make a Wisdom save. That is a fail. You guys, give me... You know what? I'm going to say probably just Ren. Give me a Perception. This coffee crisp is stale. The fuck.
Good perception, Ren.
You know, Renavok notices that the dwarf is suddenly in the middle of his follow through with his swing. It seems that He has stopped moving. And a look of fear has crossed his face. He's staring, noticing now Haleth charging at him. Slowly rotting corpse that he had once killed. Alright, how long does this last? The end of your weapons. Wow, on a failure, target is paralyzed till the Revenant deals damage to it or until the end of the Revenant's next turn. This paralysis ends, target is frightened of the Revenant for 1 minute. Okay.
That's some smize.
Valeran.
Kind of move forward. And what's the range on the? So there was the zombie. Oh bless it, the eyeball thing. Beholder, zombie beholder. What's the range on the paralyzing stalk from that, or do I know?
Yeah, you guys took the time to figure out what they are and what they did, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Second. I'm gonna say because it's not really at its full strength, I'm gonna say it's about 30 feet.
Fair enough. I am going to cast Firebolt at the creature that Ray is lit up, Jesus, and that Zynn took a shot at.
Sure. Where is he here? Unfortunately, your firebolt does miss. In an attempt to hit him but not hit Ren, you shot it a little too angled and it hits the wall.
All good. That's my turn again.
Sir, we want some magic. Show us more magic. We like magic. Why'd you miss?
It was a warning shot. I will keep showing you magic as we finish this evil dwarf.
And they kind of like jump up and down a little bit. You know, think Gollum, you know, when he's happy and excited. You know.
Got it.
Oh my god.
Zynn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna reposition a little bit.
Okay.
Kind of center the room. And I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the Mezloth.
Sure.
And then we are sending on this thing. Drake reaction on the first one that hits.
Damn.
Hello.
You want to describe what happens to this creature?
Oh, it's dead. Okay. Yeah. As Zynn like starts kind of sprinting off to the side, he fires a quick arrow in towards the back of the nape of the neck, because I assume this thing's facing Rex, right?
Yes.
And I think it has plated armor, and it slides through like one of its plates and to the back of the base of its skull.
It's more of a natural armor. It's almost like insect
Like a
chitin.
beetle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So then it just like cracks through to the base of the skull.
And this thing just flops down. Rex, however, has not taken his eyes off of Haleth.
And then, because I have 2 attacks, can I hold an action for if Rex gets unparalyzed and tries to attack somebody?
Unfortunately, you have to hold your entire
Yeah.
action.
Yeah, I had a feeling. That's okay. I will stare at Rex and just kind of be ready and be like, Haleth, it is your time to judge, because Rex can't move right now. So
Okay. Is anybody else want to take their turn? I guess the only one left is Ray before Rex has his. I don't know. Is Ren and Ray both going to hold off and let Haleth do the thing, or do you guys want your turn?
Nope,
I-
I'll let him do his
I
thing.
think Ren would honor it as well, just because, like, you know, she's all about that.
Okay. Well, let's see. Revenant charges in around your moonbeam. Comes up behind him. Matsuya says facts.
Sweet. That wasn't off.
He hits him once in the back. And you hear bones cracking. And his kind of chest protrudes out a little bit. You see Haleth bring his hand back again. And you can see there's blood halfway up his fist. And he slams it in again. And out of his chest pops Haleth's hand. And you see Haleth kind of grab his chin from behind and whisper something into his ear. Ren, you can make me a perception. He says, "You took me from my own family. Now, I'm taking you from yours." And you see as he pulls his hand back out, you see his head kind of snap down towards his chest. And in Haleth's hand, he pulls out the spine with skull attached. And Rex's head kind of deflates as he falls to the ground. Haleth drops the spinal cord and skull to the ground and crushes it. And he looks towards each of you and says, "Please honor your promise." And he just immediately falls to the ground, dead. The Nothics are still bouncing around Val. Magic, magic, show us more magic. Actually, I guess I should leave the turn order open just in case.
I'm not taking a shot at them. I'll show them all kinds of cantrips because that's all I've got left.
Ah, awesome, awesome.
And one of them kind of pauses and looks at you.
Can I have some magic?
And he kind of like reaches a clawed hand out in kind of like a, fucking Oliver Twist way.
So I have an arcane focus that I've picked up that I will give to him, and I will give the other one a holy symbol. Because I think those are both magic. Maybe they're not.
They inspect them. And then their eye goes back up to you and they turn their heads to the side.
Not magic.
And they just kind of toss it behind them and, put their hand back out.
I have no other magic. Deception?
Yep.
Nice. I will use an inspiration point.
Okay.
Oh.
I look over at Ray.
What's up?
They walk over to you, and they seem to be like eyeing you up and down, like their eyes very close. They're looking at your clothes, your hands, your staff.
Huh.
Let's see, that would be a 4. They don't notice.
Fine. We'll go find some more magic.
And they start to leave.
Nice. Time for the old loot and scoot.
You can see them almost sniffing the air as they walk out of the room. Okay. So, what would y'all like to do now?
Search the door.
All right, so
I mean, that would be my guidance.
Yeah, I also would like to search Haleth because he did mention he was going to give us a magic item. So I wonder if he just has it on him since he dies instantaneously.
fuck, that's right. I was thinking that there was something else he was supposed to do before he just collapsed.
But I mean, it makes sense. He killed his person, so he would kind of pass, right? Because that's the main thing. So maybe it's just on his body.
Yeah, about that. I don't know what the fuck it was. So you know what?
Do you want
Alright,
under?
he was a cleric. You know what? As you search him, give me an investigation.
I'll help
And
him search.
Valeran, I thought you were searching Rex.
I'll wait and help Zynn first.
Well, how about I just help Val search the bodies? Make more sense. Since he initiated it, I'll just help
Okay.
him search.
All right. Which one are you searching first?
Let's go with Haleth.
In a pouch, you find a scroll.
Can I read the scroll? Or am I able to?
Give me an Arcana. You know it's a spell, but it's not a spell that you've heard. Well, sorry, you probably heard of it, but it's not one you recognize by the
Gotcha.
runes and such.
Doesn't look like it's out of one of my schools. I got you. So I'll say to Zynn and Ray and Brand, it looks like maybe a cleric scroll. I could spend more time with it, but that's my first guess.
Okay, let's pocket it for now, and we can look at it later.
Sounds good. Then we'll search our little dwarven friend.
You see that since he's wearing like, kind of like almost fur over his shoulders, and a little more than a loincloth, I believe. Huh. Never mind. He is wearing plate armor. He has a great sword, a great axe, that it seems to have some runes carved into it. And you know what? Give me a moment. So, I like you guys to each roll me on my tables. Valeran, you're the first one searching. I want you to give me a D10. Ouch.
Yeah.
Give me a D100. Okay. You find a small brass bell with leather cords tied to its top. And as you grasp it, you know what? He's dead, so 2 minutes would end, so it doesn't happen. But you feel like there's definitely some magic about it. Are you identifying it right now?
So decision for the party, do we want to identify now or do we just want to grab everything and clear out before the Nothics come back?
I say we try to grab everything and clear out, and then we can do that tonight.
Yeah, I would
Deal.
agree.
All right,
Sounds
so you have a clamor bell, unidentified. Zynn. D1, D10, D100. You find a what looks to be a flute, and at the bottom end of it, there seems to be a carving of something you've only seen in books, since you've never been down south to Chult. It looks an awful lot like a dinosaur head. Although the the finger holes area is made of wood, the side seems to be made of a reptilian scales. You have a flute of Saurian summoning, unidentified. Ray, you give me a D10 and a D100. Okay, best roll so far. Damn, 83. He has some boots on him. Take a look.
Yeah.
Boots of striding and springing. And who wants to roll for Ren?
Can I do it?
Sure.
Yeah, it's fine.
You find a vial.
Okay, wait. Does that mean I got 3 on a D100?
Sure does.
What the?
Damn.
This vial seems to be a pinkish red liquid floating in the vial. It is ordained with what looks to be gold in multiple spots around it, and it looks to the way it is shaped. The gold on it almost gives the bottle a slight heart outline.
Is this a love potion?
Hey, thanks for the sub, Mama Snow. This is Courtesan's Allure. Unidentified. Don't know what it does yet. You guys also find a potion of healing in his backpack. As well as a silvered short sword, 30-foot long hempen rope. You know what? I'm just gonna do that.
Val, do you want to take the potion? Like to have?
Oh, the healing? No, I don't get hit that much. I'd say like Rand or Ray or you. But I thank you.
It's not going bad. They just found Haleth's
Yeah, let's
last
give it to Ren if that's okay with you,
target,
babe.
and now he is dead.
Just making sure.
You do know that copper can sometimes be a little valuable. And the mining carts around the room are full of it. Well, sorry, they're not full of it, but there's quite a few chunks around the in the carts.
I'll take some of that because I plan on buying mushrooms before we leave to make my bomb.
I'll go for
go-
sure.
I'll-
Go
I'll
ahead.
go
Go
and
ahead.
grab some as well. I would go and grab some copper as well.
And if we haven't yet, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, man.
As I say, if we haven't already, I'm going to strip off the dwarf's armor and grab his great sword and axe.
Okay, sure. So you have a set of plate. You have a great sword and a great axe with runes on it.
Just only the axe has runes, right?
It does.
Perfect. Shall we bounce?
Are you guys emptying all the copper out?
I
Sure.
would like to attempt to. Yeah.
Yeah, like as much as we can carry.
You have bags of holding.
Oh, then yes, please.
So, 1,000 chunks of copper ore, each weighing 10 pounds. Jesus. So, you would have to find someone to sell it to, but you have 1,000 chunks of copper ore. Each weigh 10 pounds. Each one is worth 1 gold.
So 1,000 gold worth.
Yeah. 10,000 pounds in weight.
Jesus.
Yeah, for bags of holding.
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous. Is there a max the bags of holding for weight, by the way?
Normally there is, by raw. I don't follow that as long as you don't start being like, I'm picking up like, you know, every goblin scimitar and rusted weapon that I can find and trying to sell them.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's not my goal.
So, before you guys head out of this room, is there anything else y'all want to do?
Yes. I believe we promised Haleth that we would bury his body at one of the churches in Waterdeep. Specifically the same church that lady came from that hurt herself. I can't remember the name off the top of my head.
Ilmater?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes, that one.
the Ilmater or whatever.
Yeah, so do I have anything to kind of wrap him in to, like, make it a little less like I'm tossing a body in a bag?
Do you have a bedroll?
Yes, I do. So, like, yeah, in my bedroll. Is that okay?
Sure. You're probably gonna want to buy a new bedroll though.
I will. It'll be on my list of things to do for sure.
We just
'cause-
got 1,000 gold.
You have copper worth 1,000 gold.
Yeah, we can find someone to sell it to.
Yeah, I mean, I assume we can
Yes,
figure out
exactly,
where to get a
Kenny.
bedroll later.
I play
But
nice
yeah, I
until you
think it's
start
better
playing
than
like a
just me just
bitch.
trying to drag his body into my bag of holding.
Yeah, sure. It's not easy to do since this thing only opens to 2 feet, but since he's dead and his body is lax, you can kind of like, push his shoulders closer together and whatnot. And yeah, you guys squeeze him in. So,
I'd like to search the creature we killed, the one in the sun moonbeam, just in case.
sure. You search this body, but there is nothing on him, as he is basically just a like a bug-like demon.
Cool. Works for me.
So, are you guys heading out now, or like, are you heading back to? Where
We'll
Yeah.
go back to like the market.
I would,
the-
yeah, I would like to, yeah. I guess I know Snow wants to go to the market in the bazaar so she can get more of those mushrooms before we head to the surface. But other than that, my preference is to head to the surface so we can put his body to rest, and then we can get some like rest R&R and all that other stuff going on.
Okay.
Works for me.
So, I'm gonna say it takes you guys probably about an hour, half an hour to an hour. You do pass by that room where you had seen the first Nothic run to, however, and in that room, as you pass by, you kind of just glance in, and you see 2 dead Nothic bodies. The other one's severely injured, holding the was it an orb you guys gave him, right?
Oh yeah, it was a comb, magical comb.
Right. You guys see him holding the comb, and he's kind of stroking it. And as he sees you pass by, he like tries to hide it and just like sits in the corner staring at you wide-eyed.
Those fuckers killed each other for it.
Yep.
Savage.
I was about to comment what a sad existence that must be, and then I realized we too are digging through dungeons and killing creatures for magic items.
Yup, pretty much.
All right.
But we do it with class.
With class,
Yeah.
he says.
Sure about that.
Magic.
Sounds elitist.
Doesn't it? It's different when we do it. Dude, I'm American. That's always the principle.
Yeah, so you guys head up and find your way back to the bazaar. You notice there's a lot more goblins down here than there was before, and there's a lot more, I'm not gonna say joy, 'cause I don't really feel joy, but almost camaraderie, I guess. There's more people with drinks in their hands. The bazaar does seem to be bustling with a little more business than usual. And you notice Yek come out. Ah, you're back, I see.
Indeed.
Well, we're not long from closing for the night, but if there's anything you'd like, by all means, shop our wares. You all seem to be
Can
a little
I-
exhausted.
Can Ray will just ask the group if we plan on staying the night and heading back up in the morning, or if we're gonna head back up right away.
Let's head up now.
Okay, then can I stock up on some mushrooms from that woman? Well, woman, I say woman loosely, from the... Was it a woman? Wherever I bought the mushrooms from.
Sure. Say they were here. Do you approach?
Ah, you're back. You be needing more mushrooms?
I do.
I see. Well, how much do you need?
And then Savage, just to clarify, last time I traded 2 items for a mushroom, right?
Bro, I barely remember yesterday. Like,
Okay, so we're gonna go with oh yeah, it was like 1.5. Okay, let's do the same thing, but can I offer her? Let's do
sorry,
Let's
you cut
do-
out there.
Oh, sorry. Let's do. Can I offer her 25, I guess, plains ingredients for 15 mushrooms, or should I do 20 mushrooms?
I don't know,
For 20 mushrooms. Let's do.
20?
Yeah, I'll offer her 25 plains for 20 mushrooms.
Give me a persuasion.
Okay. You got a deal.
Amazing. I'll thank you so much,
for
and then
real,
I'll
Penny.
hand her the ingredients and then put the mushrooms in my bag.
Okay. Is there anything else y'all want to do while you're down here?
Yak's observation worries me. I'd like to clear as quickly as we can.
Sorry, say again?
Yak's observation about our condition makes me nervous. I'd like to clear the camp as quickly as we can. I don't trust Yak.
Fair. I'm on board with just hoofing our way out of here. Plus, being up top in a proper bed would be nice.
Okay.
I think we've been down here for 2 days now, 2 or 3 days.
Sure. So we'll just skip forward. You get to oh wow, that's new. La-di-da-di-da. You guys get to the hell are you on this map?
Southeast.
Oops, I didn't mean to put you there. You haven't seen that yet. All right, you guys get back to the bottom, and you pull on the rope, and after a moment, the platform gets lowered down, and as you're all stepping onto the platform, You hear the disembodied voice again. You killed my Mcleod. I put him there to make sure to keep people from stealing my things. If you could not kill my servants, it would be greatly appreciated.
Noted.
Oh, he has learned some respect. Very good, very good.
Don't test that.
Did you say that aloud?
Yes.
Oh, bro.
I know.
He just wants to die.
I'm starting to think that.
Hey, I'm doing better. I didn't pee in the corner this time. I'm almost house trained.
That's true.
Let's see, what's he got? Oh boy. Oh boy, indeed.
Oh boy.
Valeran?
Yep.
I want you to roll me a D9. Yep, this is also true, Kenny. You're speaking a lot of truth today, my dude. Oh, dude.
Now I roll high.
Oh no. You all hear some chanting. And as it reaches a crescendo, Valeran disappears.
Nice.
Valeran,
God damn.
you
I got one
appear
to shut up.
in a very dark place. Small, small, wow. Small sconces are lit about every 60 feet down this hallway. Your friends are nowhere to be seen. What would
At
you
least
like
I
to
didn't
do?
get them in trouble. I guess I'll walk down the hallway. That's my only choice.
Okay. As you begin walking down the hallway, you notice that there are many pathways that lead in different directions. Give me an intelligence check, please.
Intelligence check, save.
You know what? Give me an Arcana.
Maze spell.
Wow. Good call. Yeah. Damn. Valeran's player also rolled a fucking nat 20.
Well, I could have done that during the looting phase.
No. Now that you know the maze spell, and I'm going to say without Arcana, you know what it does. So I'm going to put it here in chat. You hear the disembodied voice from from all around you. I thought you would learn some manners, but if you're going to continue to act like a rat in a maze, I'm going to treat you like one. Knowing that there is a way to escape, you may make some intelligence checks.
Well, first I'll need a landmark so I'll know if I've covered this ground before, so I'm going to turn around and piss on the floor again.
Jesus fucking Christ. So uncouth, you hear?
And now, do you want the intelligence saves, or am I looking for
Yeah,
something else?
let's do, I'm gonna do some more, I'm gonna say Arcanas.
Okay.
You come down one hallway, and after about 12 seconds, you hit a dead end.
Go back and try again.
Yeah. You realize that this maze is actually quite small. And as you come to the what seems to be the end of a hallway, you see the wall kind of shimmering. And how do you want to react to that?
I'll try and walk through the wall with my hands first.
The second your hand touches the wall, you reappear in the space next to you. While Valeran is gone for about 30 seconds, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm like frantically looking for a trace of him. Like he just disappeared. Like, so I gotta like see, is there any way I can tell? Check the room again.
And Ray's just confused as to why Zynn seems to be panicking, because she didn't even notice Val was gone because she was so focused on getting up.
Yeah, you're just watching this descending platform come down, eh? Oh. And suddenly, right next to you, Ray, you feel a presence pop up. Zynn, you're looking around frantically, unable to find where he is, though you do know that you heard Alistair chanting, meaning it was probably some sort of a spell. But Valeran pops up back next to you again.
Valeran, what happened to you?
Just a dispute between wizards. All is well.
Dispute between wizards,
Are you sure you just disappeared?
And so I'll explain to Zynn. It was the result of a maze spell. I was in an extra dimensional maze for my refusal to bend a knee to the Mad Mage.
Oh, the voice we keep hearing, right?
I believe so, yes.
That guy really seems to have it out for you.
It's a mutual thing. I have a problem with authority, and this is his home. And I could probably go a little bit lighter and not be such a jerk.
Well, at least you didn't piss in the corner again.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a hallway this time. But I didn't get y'all, so it's good.
Zynn just fucking shakes his head. In any case, the lift is almost down. We should hurry up and get up and get cleaned up. As he like looks at his like blood-soaked clothing.
You hear a voice come down from above. On top of this platform, there also seems to be a small basket. He says, "How many?"
I'll put 4 gold in the basket. And yell back up, 4!
Put the money in the basket.
The money's in the basket.
You're yelling that back up to him?
Yep.
All right. The basket gets hauled up on its own. And after about a minute and a half, you hear, "Step onto the platform." I'm assuming you stepped on the platform.
Yes.
He begins to haul you guys up. And as you get to the top, he says, "I count 5.
No, I think he's talking about Yukina.
He is.
I'll be like, yeah, I'll be like, that is just my companion. If I must, I can pay for them as well.
He holds his hand out.
I'll give him a coin, $1,
All right.
gold, not $1. I'm not gonna have an argument over a gold coin for getting back up to the water deep.
And with that, you guys are back up at the top. You notice that Matrim is still, well, at the moment, Matrim is sitting at the bar. You may pull Yukina out.
Okay. Alright, she's out.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I thought Chiz was dead. It's been a few days.
We're fine.
It was quite an eventful go down there, but and we didn't leave unscathed at all. Of course, as you can see, I don't look as fresh and clean as I did the day I went down.
I can see. Well, you do have, I believe, was it 4 days left on your room? We paid it a week at a time, right?
Yeah, and a week's 10 days in this, right?
Right.
It's the wonky system.
So you still got another 7 days left on your rentals. The rooms are still there. You may go wash up or sit for some food. It's up to you. But I must go back to the bar.
What time is it right now?
It's probably about like 9 o'clock. You guys started at 6, and yeah, you guys spent a little time in the bazaar and traversing back and forth through the hallways and such.
Yeah, I think so. Zynn will probably turn the group. I know it's not ideal, but perhaps we have a quick meal before we wash up and settle for the night. It is already fairly late.
Sounds good.
Zynn will walk over to our usual table at this point.
Okay. Yeah, waitress comes over, takes your order. She'll bring you guys some food and some drink. And she'll say, call it 3 gold for the group.
I'll pay it. No.
Okay, that was fast.
Yep, you guys pay. You sit down, you have your meal. Some rathe ribs. You got some I gotta remember to bring my fucking D&D book up because they have a whole Waterdeep section, or actually a whole Yawning Portal section. There's some dark mushroom steaks. You know, pretty much whatever your heart desires. Followed by some Yawning Portal pie. This pie is delicious. It's made of what seems to be apples and blackberries. A very flaky crust.
That sounds delicious.
It is. I've made it
That does.
a couple times. It's amazing.
Nice. Blackberries and apples. Fantastic.
Yeah, I just need to actually get the recipe right because both times I made it, I fucked it up. It was still good, but not nearly as good as it should have been. But yeah, you guys can still see Matchroom sitting over by the bar. You've got the other lady you talked to over here in the far west corner, sitting by a fireplace. Did you guys finish up your meals? You wish to have any discussion of what you're going to do tonight or the next day or what have you?
Yeah, Zynn will kind of turn to the party. He's like, I assume tonight we will get cleaned up and a good sleep in us, but for tomorrow tomorrow and the days to come, are we planning to spend a couple days up here, or are we looking to head right back down? Of course, I assume tomorrow morning we would go and finish putting Hallis' body to rest. But after that, of course.
Ray would like to spend as much time as possible trying to make some of those bioluminescent bombs.
Oh yeah? Where are you doing that?
Can't I do that in my room?
Sure. That wasn't a trick question. That was like...
Oh, yeah, in my room.
Okay. Sorry, so you're attempting to make your bomb cantrip.
Yeah.
Zynn? Sorry, what did you say you're doing?
Well, I said tomorrow morning. I assumed we would go to put Hallis to rest, all of us, right?
Yeah, but I mean for tonight.
Oh, for tonight, everything, all the shops will be closed by now. It's 10 o'clock at night, so I'm probably just gonna head in, rest, and then I'll probably get up early.
Okay. What's Ren doing?
I think Ren is going to gorge herself tonight because she's probably been craving some really good food, and then she's probably gonna have a nice long rest.
Okay. Say Ren orders a few more plates of Rothe ribs. And we'll say that's going to cost her, I don't know, what do you think? 4 plates? Another 4 plates?
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully
All right.
Ren's okay with that, but I assume she'd want to gorge.
Yeah,
I got it covered.
Matsuya says meat.
Perfect.
I got it covered.
Okay. We're gonna call that another 2 gold.
And then she's also going to want to get washed up really nicely. I assume she likes to keep herself pretty clean.
I don't know, Matsuya. What do you think? Ren want a bath?
I feel like Ren likes to be clean. She's still like a girl. Not
No,
that I'm
she's
serious, but I
listening,
am
so I'm just
serious.
waiting for an answer from her. But in the meantime, Zane, you're just resting. Ray's gonna make your bomb. Val.
I'm going to transcribe chromatic ward.
Okay.
First level spell should be 2 hours if I calculate correctly. And I think it is 100 gold if I remember right.
Oh, and Zynn will also hand the weapons to be identified to Val as well.
Glad to do it.
And there's also one that you still have to tell us what it is, Savage.
Oh, the scroll?
It's the sword. It's room. Where is it? It is. I have it written down. It is level 1, room 4 sword.
Okay, let's see. And she says yes, she'll take a bath.
Okay. I mean, I'll wash up too with Yuki, and I'll give Yuki a sponge bath as well.
I want a sponge bath.
You're not Yukina.
Do you want a
Ballsy.
bath, Ren? Or, I mean, Ray? Or do you want to try your cantrips?
No, I was just joking.
I mean, you can do both, but it just means you're only going to get one roll. Because I think we said it's 1 roll per hour. You worked on it, right?
Yeah, but I'll just focus on the potions for tonight, and I can always bathe in the morning.
Okay. So...
And I've got a couple other things. I don't know if Identify would address them. Do you want me to give you those?
Sorry, you cut out at the end.
Sorry. So I've got a couple other things that I think we picked up that we didn't identify, like the broken staff.
Floor and room number?
Oh, don't know. I just said call it a broken staff. It was down with the.
Oh, yeah. So it had magic at one point, but when it was broken, the magic was released.
Okay, so it's trash.
Maybe.
Okay.
Up to you. Did you have both halves to it?
It just says broken staff. I thought we did, but I don't know if they were in the same room. If they weren't, and we didn't find 2 different broken staffs.
What cantrips do you have?
Clockwork Bolt, Create, Bonfire, Firebolt, Mage Hand, Memento Mori, Mending Message, Minor Illusion, Mold Earth,
Oh, you
Ray
have
of Frost.
mending. Huh.
Yes.
Strange.
Oh,
That's kind
duh,
of
how
cool,
about
isn't
that?
it?
Yeah, how about that? All right, I'll try the Mending because I'm a genius. Apparently.
Yeah, you have yourself a +1 staff.
Aha, thank you. Boy, sometimes you really got to drag it out of players, I guess.
Zynn, what room was it? Sword?
Level 1, room 4 sword.
Huh. So,
And remember, we didn't touch the sword. We rolled it in a blanket of some sort and left the hand on it, the skeleton hand.
right. Okay. Let's see. It was a long sword. Okay. So, all right, I've got an idea for the sword. You know what? We'll do kind of like one at a time here. So I do have a idea for the sword. So just remind me of that.
Okay. Sounds good.
We're going to start with first off, Valeran.
Yes.
You remember that you have a scroll that you could not understand.
Indeed. I will ask Ray to take a look at it because I know she knows different spells than I know. Unless identify would just tell me what it is.
I mean, it would. But it's up to you. You want to identify it or you want to hand it to Ray to check out?
I'll hand it to Ray if she's okay with it.
Sure.
Ray, you have in your hand a scroll of Revivify.
Amazing.
Do you want to
Oh,
hang on
I'll
to
tell
it,
the
Ray?
group what it is, and then yeah, I can hang on to it if you want.
Because I think you
I
could
would
get-
recommend it.
Yeah. Works for me. Also, Savage, I've got the circlet from room 39A, if that makes sense.
Okay. So first, you
Oh, I'm
want
sorry.
to you want to identify the one that Zynn.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Which means catching it.
So to identify this, you have to touch it.
I touch it. Live on the edge.
No.
I lick it.
I have taught you well, young grasshopper.
So it's extremely poisonous. It's purple worm poison.
Nice. Bye-bye.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, you notice that as you pull it out, it does shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. However, as you touch it, you notice, and you cast the Identify spell. You have a Witchlight Scimitar.
I'll hand that back to Zynn and tell him what it is.
Oh my god, Zynn loves scimitars.
I do indeed.
Yeah,
I'm,
you do.
I'm looking at the.
Oh, this is a nice one.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So Zynn, do you take the sword?
Okay.
Oh, it's
Well, I mean, so he tells me what it is, but obviously I don't know the full magical abilities till I touch it. I assume, right?
So, like, he'll tell you what it does, like, when he hands it to you, but what do you do with
Yeah.
it?
I mean, I'm going to grab it. My member has just given me something that looks fantastic.
Okay.
And I'm going to. Is it sheathed at the time?
There is no sheath.
Okay. I'm going to kind of admire it a little bit and take a look at it.
Do you test its weight? Its
We're in a
balance
tavern,
in
so
your hand?
well, we're in a tavern, so a little bit, but like a little, not like super brandishly, because obviously can't swing a sword around inside of a tavern. But yeah,
So you grip the handle.
yes, I am gripping the handle.
Yes, you are.
Ride the lightning.
And as you kind of check it out, it seems to fit perfectly. It's so wonderfully balanced. Would you like to try to use the bonus action ability, see how it works?
Did he tell me that what it does?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to let it ablaze inside of a tavern, because he told me what it does. If I didn't know what it was, I would activate the ability. But because he did tell me, I'm going to be smart about it.
Okay.
Probably something I'll check out early in the morning before everybody else gets up.
Cool.
Yeah, outside.
What do you want to do with
Not
the scimitar now?
Well, I know I don't have a sheath for it yet, so I'll have to get one. But I will attempt to put it in like my belt loop as best as I can.
Yeah, sure. You put it in your belt loop, and then you withdraw your hand. The sword comes with it.
Oh shit!
You hear Durnan. Hey, no wielding weapons in here, eh?
My apologies. I can't seem to put this down every time I put it in my belt loop, as I do in front of trying to do it as I do it. It seems to appear in my hand, and I pull my hand away, and I assume it just appears there.
You're actually unable to let it go.
Wow. Yeah.
However,
I can't seem to let this go.
Durnan comes stalking over. What you mean? Sounds like a bunch of malarkey to me. And he comes over. He's like, "Here, let me see."
Okay, and then I put my hand towards him, but I can't let it go. So, I do whatever I can to...
He starts like trying to pry your hands open. Just let it go. Let it go. And give me a second, because I need to find Durnan's stat block.
Oh no. No, Durnan, no.
And that's how we got kicked out of the bar.
That's the least of my concerns right now.
Right.
Since you are
We got potions,
trying
it's
to
fine.
let go,
Yeah.
he's gonna roll at advantage. 19. He pries your hand open and gets out. Ah, there. And then you watch it disappear from his hand and reappear in yours.
Fuck. Yeah.
Sounds like a curse.
It does, doesn't it?
What?
If you can
What is this
sleep-
foulness?
If you can sleep like that, I can take it off tomorrow.
I guess it's my left hand, so yeah, we can make that happen. But to Durnan, I'll be like, see, it's as I said. I can't let it go.
He shakes his head. Well, if you're done eating, maybe go to your room until you can find somebody to remove that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Maybe having you wielding that out in public in here.
Yes, of
getting the
course.
city guards in here.
Of course. And Zynn will be willingly head up to his bedroom on his side while everyone finishes the rest of it.
Okay. Valeran, what else are you identifying?
The ruined axe that the last dwarf dropped when he died.
Sure. Let's see. We've got... It's called the Axe of Dwarven Spirit. It is not in the compendium. So, this is a great axe. When wielded by a dwarf with more than 50% health, more than half of their health, they do an extra d12 of damage on a swing.
Yeesh.
What is the item quality?
I'm gonna say we're gonna call it a rare,
Okay, straight up rare.
non-wondrous.
Sounds good.
What else do we got to identify?
Circlet, room 39A.
Of level 1 or 2? I think 1, right?
Sounds good. Yeah, it was 1. It was the room right before we went down the stairs to level 2.
All right, 39A.
Yes, sir.
I think you already identified that and gave that to Ray, did you not?
Did I?
Circlet of blasting.
Ray had one from when we fought Glassstaff.
Yeah.
So it's our
Okay.
second one we found.
Yeah, so...
But he did identify that one already, because I do have it in my items list right now.
Oh, well, then I'll just take it out of mine. My bad. Unidentified clamor bell.
Alright, you can look up Clamor Bell. It's in the compendium.
Ah, got it.
I have all the items on my list too, Val. So let me know if you want to keep them, and then I'll delete them. And if you don't want them and nobody wants them, I'll put them on the sell list.
Got it. Nah, sell it all, bro.
Oh, yay, my monitor shipped. Anything else?
I'll check the plate armor and greatsword just to make sure they're mundane and not magical.
They're mundane.
Skull of Enlarge.
Sure, you take 11 minutes to do that.
Sure.
And I believe it should be in the compendium.
Oh, okay, that's easy. No.
Okay. What you got that from the room with the... Oh, that's right. Be level 2. What room was the gelatinous cube in? You know what? I don't think it actually had a... Okay, let me see. Yada. Already
I don't remember what room it was, but it was the one where Ren got stuck inside of it with a bunch of cots on each side of it. It was a big cube.
Yeah, I found it. 10A, the Ooze Temple. Skull of Enlarge. Its only use is to enlarge gelatinous cubes and oozes.
Nice.
So, I mean, it's really good if, you know, you want to protect something
Gotcha.
by using a ooze or a gelatinous cube.
Gotcha. And I apologize, I've been hogging this, guys. Do you have stuff you want to identify that can knock it out?
No, everything I have in my list is identified. What's the quality of the Skull of Enlarge?
I mean, you've never seen something so fucking clean, since it was inside an acidic cube.
Yeah, I meant magical quality of it.
And
Just so I can write it down in the notes.
it just enlarges oozes and gelatinous cubes.
Okay. So it's not like an uncommon or anything like that. It's just literally just that.
Exactly.
And the last one, I don't know if it's identify or untrap or disarm, but it's called Skull Trapped Eye Socket, 1,000 gold.
That is just a sell item.
Got it. Okay. That's all I got. Anybody else?
No, I don't have anything.
I'm already up in my room at this point, trying to hide with the sword stuck in my hand. So
Good point. And before Zynn went up, I told him, I'll prepare the remove curse spell tomorrow. We'll get you hooked up.
As you're up in your room, Zynn,
yep.
You can just kind of like sitting there, and it's like in Draconic. Just drop the sword.
I would, but I can't. It just like as Zinn's like doing this like bit of a flailing motion, like he's trying to flick it away like a yo-yo in front of him, and it's just like nothing's happening.
It laughs. which sounds awful lot like a hiss. You know? But yeah, that is pretty much all your stuff to identify then. Ren's gonna sit downstairs and enjoy her plates of Rothe ribs. And Ray, how many hours are you spending on trying to do this?
It's 1 hour per attempt, right?
It is.
Okay, and it's roughly, you said like 9?
I don't know how many more successes you got left.
Let me check. It's been a minute since we've played. I'm just trying to remember where I wrote it down.
Yeah, no worries. I think it was probably two or three sessions ago that we made the roll for it.
I haven't made any, but we said 1 mushroom is 1 attempt.
Oh, you were talking
haven't had any
number of
successes.
mushrooms. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there should definitely be success rules. You got how many successes and how we do it, right? Written down? I remember we discussed that part.
Is it this? I have, so it's a wisdom roll with DC 12 is 15 passes at disadvantage. Does that sound familiar?
Yep.
And then DC 15, 30 passes at normal, and then DC 18 is 15 passes at advantage.
Yep. That sounds right. Oh, how many hours?
I'll spend 3 hours.
All right. So, give me your rolls. Flat wisdoms. This is true, Kenny.
I thought it was disadvantage. For
Yes.
15, or is it reverse order? Yeah.
No, it's disadvantage, but 3 rolls for 3 hours using 3 mushrooms. Not a save, just a straight roll. What is your wisdom modifier? You know what? Doesn't matter because your wisdom modifier will still be above the 12 DC. Okay, so right now you have 2 successes. Make sure to just roll your regular wisdom, not wisdom save. So you got 2 successes. So, with that, you guys are going to settle in for the night. And I know we started late, but I got to pee, so do you mind if we take like 5 minutes?
Not a problem.
All good.
All right, we will be right back.
Yep.
Yep. I'm back. Jeez, and snow's coming.
All right. So you guys have I'm taking it settled in for the night now.
Yep.
You guys sleep is pretty restful. Although Zynn, I need a Constitution save.
Okay. Not very good.
You are not easily able to deal with your get yourself a restful sleep, or sorry, trance, I guess, with this thing in your hand shedding 10-foot dim light. Very distracting.
Yeah.
You do not get your long rest.
Can I attempt to take a second long rest since I have half the sleeping time of everybody else?
Sure. Give me another con save. Bruh.
Oh, fuck.
Unfortunately, you do
Okay.
not get the effects of a long rest.
That's the thing.
So it hits about 9 o'clock in the morning. Ray and Valeran, I'm guessing you guys are prepping your spells for the day before you come down.
You
Yep.
betcha.
And as soon as they're prepped, I'm going to head into Zin's room and work on some remove curse action.
Okay. So, yeah, Zynn, you hear a knock at the door.
I will go to answer the door as I hear my sword slam into the door frame, and then I will attempt to use my other hand, realizing that I still have a sword in my hand.
You hear a voice outside the room. Room service.
Zyn will chuckle and open the door, knowing that he could not mistaken Val's voice. Hello.
Hello.
Are you able to get this thing off me as fast as possible? I couldn't sleep a wink last night.
Let's try.
It's
And
so great.
I'll cast remove curse.
On him or the object?
On the object.
Zynn, your hands are so stiff from gripping this sword tight for like the last 9 hours. But you feel your grip kind of loosen, although the joints are so sore it's hard to tell.
I'm going to attempt to open my hand.
It's very painful, but you're able to open your hand, and it drops to the ground.
Oh, thank God. You have saved me from this thing.
High five.
That's right. Does this thing still feel magical?
Yeah.
Let's be safe.
I'm-
I'm gonna go ahead.
I'm gonna high five Val, but I was just asking, like as it drops, do I notice magic stopping, or does something happen, or is it just like kind of
Those shines with light.
Okay.
I would suggest I cast Mage Hand and we just put it in the bag of holding and we sell it to Arcane Bob and get it off our hands.
It does seem too dangerous to wield, even though it looks quite beautiful. As Zyn kind of stares at it, and then remembers being stuck to it for 9 hours. Okay. Yes. Probably for the best.
And so I'll just do that, Savage.
So you're using the mage hand to drop it into the bag of holding? You
Yes,
wrapping it at all, or just dropping it in?
Yeah. We'll wrap it. I've got a red cape that we got from the first mission that I'll use.
Okay. Yeah. Drop it in the bag of holding.
Cool. Breakfast?
Yes. Yes, I could definitely use some food.
So Zynn, you did have rest, just not a long rest. So I'm gonna say you don't have a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
You just didn't replenish what you were missing
My
already.
my spells and my health, etc. Yeah. Okay, cool. I will take that.
So, you guys head down. Ray, you get your bath. You get your spells prepped, and you all end up meeting downstairs. However, Ray,
Yeah.
give me a perception. Durnan is staring at you. And as your gaze meets, kind of like very almost covertly waves you over.
Ray will look around, like she'll like look behind her to thinking that he's like waving or like trying to get someone else's attention. 'Cause she's like, "What? Me?"
He nods.
Okay, confused. Ray will kind of walk towards him, but like keep looking back at the table.
Okay. You gotta move, Ray. As you guys notice Ray head towards the bar, are you all taking your seats?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take my seat.
As you head over and Durnan starts to pull a piece of parchment out, Matrim turns to you. Ah, Ray. He is quite obviously drunk already. Have you by chance gotten to Skullport yet?
Ray will like kind of sadly like shake her head and be like, not yet.
What a shame. You think you'll be getting there anytime soon?
That is the hope.
He takes a large gulp from his mug. Excellent, excellent. Well, let me know when you do. Durnan kind of gives him a side eye, and he kind of like moves his head towards his left, your right, and he starts to move down to the end of the bar.
Ray will just like slide over and be like, "What's up?"
Pulls out a parchment, folded, and passes it to you. He says, "Someone came in here and handed me this, saying they were looking for the person on this piece of parchment." And he slides the parchment across to you.
I'll like check it out.
As you unfold this, you look, and you are in this poster. It says, "Wanted."
That's it? Just wanted?
It also says, "By the Thayan Embassy."
Do I know why they want me?
Give me a history at advantage. Durnan says, I don't know why they'd be looking for you, but they're looking for you. I ain't be wanting no trouble in me bar. And you're trying to figure out like why you would be wanted by the Thayan embassy. And then you remember seeing not too far north of here people coming and going from a certain building that you had been told was the Thayan embassy. People that were coming and going were mostly in red robes with bald heads and tattoos.
Was that when Ren and I were at the market?
Uh-huh.
But we didn't do anything.
Think back to your
Okay,
backstory.
So Ray will just like take the parchment and like put it in her pocket and then like try to ensure Durnan that she doesn't mean to bring trouble and that she'll like handle it.
I told them I ain't seen you, but it won't be long before somebody talks. You're not exactly discreet, or not exactly discreet, or sorry, I'm looking for the word, or common around here. Pretty sure you ain't common anywhere.
Ray will thank him for his discretion and for lying on her behalf, and then Ray will work her way back over to the table with the group. Oh, and can I like slip him 5 gold pieces?
Sure. Thank you, miss. I'll take this for mid discretion.
Okay, and then Ray will like work her way back over to the table, and then when she gets there, she'll just like slap the parchment down on the table and be like, I need a disguise.
Magic or mundane?
I'm open to suggestions.
Once Zynn fully sees what the picture is, he will quickly grab it and roll it up and be like, you might not want to be so loud about that. If somebody notices this...
I didn't yell it. I just
you
slapped it down.
onto the table.
Yeah,
but I didn't yell.
I mean, you kind of did with the way you said it. I'm sorry, but yeah. You kind of did. Roll me a perception. Okay. Continue on.
So Zynn quickly grabs it and rolls it up, and trying to look around to make sure nobody noticed.
Shall we take our breakfast upstairs?
Let's not do anything so suspicious. Let's quickly eat and head out towards where we need to put Haleth to rest, and perhaps on the way there, over there, we may have a conversation. But let's try to blend in as much as possible today. As much as possible is the key word here.
I'm with you. I might put Haleth on hold just long enough to get Ray a disguise. Because Haleth's really not going anywhere, and we don't want Ray to.
If we can find, if we have a way to disguise her quickly, then yes. I just don't want us to be like running up to the stairs and have people. Like,
as the boys are talking, Ray's just like trying to cover her ears with her hair and like trying to like tuck her tail like away.
I believe you have a
Let's do-
cloak, do you not?
Oh yeah. I'll just pull my hood up.
There you go.
Oh, Zynn then realizes that he happens to own a disguise kit.
Yes.
If it's a shark mask, no thank you.
Right.
No, it's an actual disguise kit. It's not cursed. It's nothing crazy.
However,
But perhaps we can try that.
let's see, rules on disguise kit.
Maybe outside of the view of the general public.
Yes, perhaps up in her room at this point.
Okay. Well, if you're going up there with Ray to do a disguise kit, what's everybody else doing?
I'll scan the bar to see if anybody's looking at us suspiciously. Try and do it nonchalantly.
Perception. As Zynn and Ray head off. Presumably with Yukina.
Yeah.
You don't notice anyone, Valeran, taking notice.
I will savor my breakfast and just wait for them to come back looking different. Hopefully with different clothes.
Okay. So I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna take a couple hours.
Oh, okay.
So is there anything else you wish to do while you wait for Zynn and Ray?
Yeah, not really. I guess I could go shopping, but I mean, yeah, no, I'll wait for him.
Okay.
Actually, let me ask the bartender if he knows where I might find somebody to unload some copper ore.
Alright, so you walk over to Durnan and you ask him.
Yes, sir.
Most of the smithies here, they have to get theirs through the mining guilds and whatnot. You might have better luck unloading it somewhere down in the Yawning Portal, honestly. I hear word that there has been a bazaar opened up recently, somewhere around level 2, I think.
Point taken. We'll be sure to look that up.
Most of the mining done around here is through the guild, and causes all kinds of problems if the blacksmiths don't get their goods from the guild.
I could imagine. Thanks for your time, sir.
Aye. Anything else you wish to do during the next couple hours?
Yeah, I'm gonna head upstairs and practice the loot.
Sure.
And I'm still in the disadvantage phase and need like 3 more successes.
Okay. And what is Ren doing then?
Well, she already cleaned up yesterday, correct?
Sorry, what? I was coughing.
Sorry, she cleaned up yesterday. Like she had a bath yesterday.
Yep.
So I think for her, maybe she'll go and she'll work on her teeth necklace, because I assume she got some more teeth, and she'll probably want to like adjust it a little bit while she waits for everybody to finish.
Sure. Let's see. So we'll start with Ren then, because it's really simple. Yeah, she'll head up to her room. We're just gonna put you guys over in separate areas of the map. Heads up to her room. Starts working on her teeth. I'm gonna say these are probably dex checks.
Okay. You want me just to make a couple?
Yeah. Yeah, you do notice that, or she notices that on the second one she did chip it a little bit, but she was able to get it on the necklace. The first one got on just fine.
Nice.
All right. As you guys go upstairs to play Saloon Buddies, or Salon Buddies, I should say. So, if you put in the compendiums in disguise kit, you will see under rules tool proficiencies disguise kit.
Yep.
And also open up the item says disguise kit as well.
Yep.
So,
Got it.
how are we changing Ray's appearance today?
So this pouch of cosmetics has hair dye and small props that let you create disguises that change your physical appearance. Go attribute list? No. Attribute list. It doesn't tell me anything else that's in there from here. Is there more that I'm missing, or is that it?
But I'm like, if you go to the tool proficiencies, like, what are you aiming for? So how it says, like, the tool under rules, tool proficiencies, disguise kit.
Oh, I see. The different section. Got it.
Yes. So when you
rules.
get to disguise
Got it,
kit,
understood. Yeah.
it tells you what's in there, but are you trying to make it deceiving? Are you trying to make it intimidating? Are you trying to make it, persuasion, performance? Like, what exactly is it you were trying to do with this?
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
And Ray, this is something you'd probably want to weigh into as well.
Creative disguise. Oh, wait. Oh, that's just called create disguise. That's just the thing, babe. So we have to pick. Yeah. To weave convincing lies. Whether you want to scare someone away, play victim. Cunning disguise enhance.
That one, performance. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, apparently we're gonna use performance. For it.
Okay.
So a cunning disguise can enhance an audience's enjoyment of a performance provided disguise is properly designed to invoke the desired reaction. Okay. Do you want me to... Oh, and then there's activities. Oh, wait. No, never mind. Copy a humanoid's appearance. Humanoid's not a human, though, right?
Humanoid is anything, like, really bipedal. So, like, human,
Okay.
elf, would probably be your easiest ones to try and,
Yeah, can we try to make her look like an elf? Hey, we're not gonna give
I
you
would like pink hair.
You don't get to have pink hair. We're supposed to make you blend in. You could be like...
Fine, but can I have like silvery? I want to be
This-
cute.
Yeah, the stereotypical blonde, silvery blonde elf is the goal.
It's kind of racist, bro.
I mean, we're trying to fit a stereotype, okay? We're trying to fit into a stereotype. That is the goal, because that means people like, oh, elf, moves on with their lives.
okay. So, takes you a little while.
Yep.
Okay, I guess apparently it's only supposed to take 30 minutes. That's really weird for hair dye and shit, but okay.
We did a really good job. We took a lot of time on it. We took the 2 hours to do it. We
I
didn't
also
rush
waited a lot
ourselves.
because I was really excited.
You're not supposed to make it harder for me. You're supposed to be helping me.
Give me a disguise kit. First is gonna be advantage. But
Okay.
disguise kit. What attribute here? I feel like this would probably be. You know what? I'll give you wisdom. When you hit toolkit, just
Yeah,
make
I
sure.
get to choose
Yeah.
wisdom. Come on. 17.
Huh. You're not overly impressed with your work here. I think you
Oh,
could probably do better. You kind of strip off the makeup and whatnot. That's your you know what? We'll do it in 30-minute increments. That's your first
Yeah.
attempt.
That's fair.
Kind of strip it back off.
Okay.
The makeup and whatnot.
Try again, I guess. Okay, come on.
Voila! A piece of art.
Love it.
So, Ray, would you like to describe what you look like now? And remember, the object is to be hidden. You kind of want to be plain fucking Jane.
Okay. 1 second. Okay, so I am obviously tall and slender like an elf, and I have this like wispy, like curly, long, white blonde hair and these like crystally kind of blue-green eyes. And I don't know about you guys, but Ray thinks she's so gorgeous and she's so happy with herself. Oh, and then she starts like walking around the room like almost like she's on a runway.
Okay. Yeah.
Zynn is just gonna giggle to himself while she's doing this.
Maybe as she's strutting her stuff, you realize that she doesn't have her cloak on because, you know, had to dye the hair and whatnot, and it's over on the bed.
So her tail showing. Is that what's happening right now?
I'm just saying she doesn't have a cloak on, and she looks like a hot elf.
I'd be naked, bruh.
Oh my god, she's naked?
I guess so.
Is that what you were hinting at?
No.
Oh, I thought
Okay,
that's
I
what
was
you
like,
were
what is
hinting at.
happening here? Okay. Sorry, she
I'm
doesn't have a
saying
cloak
that
on.
she's about to walk out in the
I'm
street,
an elf.
and she doesn't just look like an elf. She apparently looks like a hot elf. It's gonna turn some heads.
To be
I
fair,
mean,
it
the
was.
cloak is on the bed, so
Be like, whoa. Wait. Put your cloak on first and put your hood up, okay? We're not supposed to get people to make and look at you. We're supposed to blend into the crowd.
Ray like grabs a cloak and like flings it around her shoulders, but in her brain it like goes in slow motion and her hair's flipping and she puts her cloak on, but she refuses to put on the hood.
sure.
Zynn size.
So,
Can he?
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, is there a way for me to attempt to pad this, like, because the cloak kind of goes around her, right?
Yes, traveling cloak goes all the way around. Like, you can literally bring it all the way in front of you to wrap around you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I just want to make sure that she's got it all the way wrapped around her, so they can't really see her figure. So you know, because the cloaks they go like out and then just straight down, type deal.
No, that's more of a cape. Like a traveling cloak is actually big enough that, like, if you were to hold both sides, you could literally cross your arms from one shoulder to the next.
Yeah, like Bilbo
Okay.
Baggins, like the Hobbit.
Okay. Yeah. So so she's got it kind of covered around her in front then.
Yeah.
Cool. That's good. I would like her to put her hood up, but she won't. So I'm not gonna fight that battle.
I
yeah,
feel
I
like
guess
fighting
I will.
any battle with your wife is probably a losing cause.
Correct. I've learned.
Roll with disadvantage.
If you're lucky. Yeah. After that, though, I will take her over to, I guess, Ren and Val.
Okay, yeah, you guys notice Zynn coming down with the newly strange looking to you, Ray.
Before they say anything, Ray will just like go up to like Val and Ren and like whisper and be like, "It's me, Ray," and then she'll like hair flip.
I'll offer my hand to shake hands. Pleased to meet you. What did you say your name was?
Ray will be confused and be like, "It's Ray. It's me, Ray. I was a cat, but now I'm an elf."
And I'll whisper back, I know, but if we call you Ray, it's a giveaway.
Oh, okay. Ray will just like put her finger to her mouth in like a shushing kind of thing. Okay, and then she gets it, and then she says her name is Evelyn.
Pleased to meet you, Miss Evelyn.
And then she tries to do like a little, she doesn't know how to be an elf, but she knows that they're like regal, so she tries to do like a clumsy like curtsy.
I will bow in return.
I'm just grabbing some coffee cream. Y'all may continue.
Then we'll be like, so, this is Evelyn. Kind of like trying to play it off as if he already knew the name was going to happen. And he'd be like, she's going to join us for the day.
Excellent. Shall we get started?
Yes, I think moving quickly and quietly. Just kidding. I think moving quickly to get this done would be great for us. Well, he's like kind of like looking around discreetly to make sure no one's really watching us too hard.
Give me perception.
Obviously, I didn't have advantage. Sorry.
Doesn't matter. It's still the first roll. You, Okay. I'll put you guys back at your table over here.
Also, can I have called Yukina away, like while we're doing the disguise stuff as well, just so that like they can rest and go back to their homeland for a bit, as well as not have a Drake with me.
Oh, so you want your Drake gone?
Just for the day. I feel like it'd help make us a little more discreet as well. Not that it's easy to make us discreet, but you know what I mean.
She looks up.
Sending me home?
Draconic.
Fine.
Just for a bit.
Poof.
She just poofs.
Yeah, you roll your perception. You can see table over here is looking at your group. In fact, seems like give me an insight. Can't tell why, but they seem to be looking over at your table and then to each other and smiling and making certain hand gestures you can't see.
I think Zynn can infer what they might be thinking. Something about a new hot elf.
About to find out.
Oh God.
The table goes kind of silent as one of them stands up. Begins to approach. Gets over to here and says, looks directly at Ray. Hello, good lady. I haven't seen you here before. I am Reginald, the Third. See this man, although some of his companions seem like they are probably drunk, it looks like he has not had much to drink. You can definitely see that this man seems to be wearing expensive clothes. He has several rings on, a chain around his neck with a very large medallion, and his hair is blonde and I don't know fucking hair terminologies. I shave my head down in the woods, so I don't know. Coiffed?
Yeah, let's go with that.
He does look very fanciful, and he speaks with a deep accent, almost exotic, not from around here. I see you have companions here. I was wondering if I may treat you all to a drink, if that would be fine with you, Miss. And he kind of like gestures towards you, asking your name.
And I'll interrupt. Sorry, we're just heading out.
Oh, that's so. What a shame. Well, I'm in town for a little while. I would not mind taking this beautiful, elegant lady on a date at some point, if I may.
Ray will just like look at him and be like, you'd have to go through him first in like her like most posh, like snooty voice. And then she like wraps her arm around Zynn and like puts her head on his shoulder.
Zynn, what's your expression look like right now?
There, depending on how close he's looking at me, there's probably a small moment of a blush, and then like catching himself, and then just like, yes, yes.
Ray, you're going to give me a deception at advantage. I see. Well, perhaps another time then. And he smiles, walks back to his table. And as he sits down...
He leaves, but Ray doesn't leave Zynn's arm.
As he sits down, the table he goes back to is silent for a moment. Is anybody looking that way?
Yes.
Zynn is pointedly not.
He sits down and sips his drink, Valeran. And the other three at the table look at each other, look back at him, and they start slamming their mugs on the table and laughing. Ah, you struck out! Told you she wouldn't be interested in your fucking sorry ass.
Nice. Crisis averted.
The other man kind of just gently laughs and shrugs his shoulders and continues to eat his breakfast and sip his water.
Zynn will suggest to the group that we should probably hurry on our way.
Good call.
All right. so y'all head out. Where are you heading first?
I think straight to Ilmater, correct?
Works for me.
All right. So, I believe that was the House of Healing. Is that not correct? N51?
Yeah, House of Healing. N50. Was it N51 or was it S20?
Give me a second. I
Can't remember.
think they had to get a priestess to come to them from, like, the House of Healing was just like a healing guild. I don't think it was the actual church. I gotta figure out what the Temple of Ilmater is.
Oh, that's right.
Guild Hall of Apothecaries and Physicians. Okay. So where's... Give me one moment.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, so everybody needs to search the legend for me for the Hospice of Saint Lopson.
The hospice, correct?
It says Hospice of Saint Lopson.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, there it is. N73
What?
in the North Ward. Let's go with... What color do we want to make this? Go with a blue. All right. We're looking for N73. Thank you.
Bingo.
And right now, you guys are, I believe, C48. Yeah, C48. You guys are way down here at the moment. So as you guys are about to exit the tavern, you realize you don't know where the Temple of Ilmater is.
I'll say to the group, hang on one sec, I'll be right back. I'll run inside and say to the bartender, hey, Temple of Ilmater, can you tell me where I could find it, please?
He says, yes, go north to Soothsayer's Way. And then you're going to follow that east to the first main street. You take a north on Snail Street. You follow that. It'll curve a bit and continue on. You're going to continue past the biggest street of Waterdeep Way. Continue going north until you get to Lamp Street, where you will then take a right, and then take a right onto Andamar Street. And you'll see two rather large buildings. There's a small alleyway between them. And then if you keep following that small alleyway north, you can't miss it.
Perfect, thanks, and I'll slip him a silver.
He nods and accepts it.
I'll run back outside and share with the party.
As you guys start heading up that way, Is there any other stops you want to make along the way?
I think that's the thing we want to do first before we do anything else.
Okay.
Because it was very important to him, so I feel like it's kind of important to us at this point. We spent a lot of time with him.
Well, also lugging around a dead body, maybe not something we want to do for a while.
I mean, it isn't a bag of holding. It's not like you're just walking through the street with it.
Fair.
But I can see what you mean. You know, respect and all of that.
Yeah, it was only 3 days, but it is 3 long days with this man.
So, you guys head all the way up there. However, when you guys get to about this intersection here, you begin to notice there seem to be several more figures walking together. There are 4 of them, all in red robes, bald heads, tattoos. Their hands seem to be clasped to their own forearms inside of their long flowing robes. You can't see their hands. But in front of them, as they march south in your direction, you notice there is a rather vagabond looking man walking in front of them, handing out parchments to other people in the area.
I'll try and body block, like standing between Ray and them, and inconspicuously spreading my wings just a bit to shield her, just so they have an even harder time recognizing her.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll make sure I'm on her like left side as well, and then Ray will kind of be like on, like, because I assume they're coming down the right side of the street. Whatever side of the street they're on, we're all kind of trying to help on that. Well, just,
Oh, they're Thayans. They don't walk
positioning.
on any side of the street. They walk in the middle. They're better than everybody.
Fantastic. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, so we'll move off to one side of them. I assume most people do that anyway, right? Because nobody wants to get in their way. And they'll just make sure that, like, you know, Ray's kind of positioned in the middle of the party, right?
I want 4 luck rolls. I will roll for Ren. Everybody else can roll for yourselves. Ray, you have advantage, so you get to roll 2 d20s. Yeah. God damn.
Fuck.
As the man is handing out flyers, he kind of passes you guys. But one of the red wizards pauses. And although the other red wizards take 1 step forward further, they stop as they notice their ally seems to have taken notice of something. They pause. You hear, "What is it, sister?" "One moment. You there! You!" And they seem to be pointing. "Tiefling! Come here, boy."
Fuck you, you come here.
Did you
And
just say that out loud?
Yep.
Wow.
so I know that Valeran is I feel like Valeran, because of his backstory, is trying to goad them into something, because everybody knows that Thayans are not overly welcome in Waterdeep to begin with. And as they are embassies, and Valeran's player has been in the military, he knows damn well what'll happen if they start fucking doing shit in the middle of a different country. Am I correct in that?
I resent that suggestion, Savage.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No. And I'm not giving that no any context at all, so Yeah.
So they kind of look at each other, sneer at you, but they walk over. The vagabond that's handing out the flyers notices they have stopped. So he stops, and as people are passing by, he's just like trying to hand people these flyers or parchments. Ray, roll me a perception. Wow. You notice that as a couple of the people walk by you that are open up this piece of parchment to look at it, it has your face on it. Your real face. But the Thans come over and they look at the group. They specifically look at you, Ray, and they eye you. Let's see. The one Thayan calls over. Hey, vagabond. Give these ones flyers. He comes rushing over and hands out flyers to each of you. Do you take them?
I take it and let it fall to the ground. Oops, I dropped it.
It's unsurprising. Your kind is very clumsy.
We are, Master. We're so stupid. Thank you for gracing us with your presence.
Smart-ass little monster. Anyways, we are looking for this particular person. And just so happens that she seems to be traveling with people that look just like the three of you, as she waggles her finger in a circle at each of you in turn. Have you seen this person? Did Zynn and Ren, did Zynn and Ren take one of the parchments?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they did. Zynn will open the parchment, and stare at it for a moment. Like give it like a good, 5 seconds to sink in, and like really, as if he's pondering it. No, I have not. I think I would recognize someone as unique as this, pointing at the ears and the normal face. It is quite a coincidence that they were with some people, I assume, of the same race. You wouldn't just be stereotyping us, would you?
Chuckles. Well, I've heard the description fits exactly with what you're wearing. Though orcs, and drow, and tieflings, they do all seem to look the same as their kind. Also, give me a deception.
I'm pretty sure I've seen her.
Hold on, Zynn, give me a deception first.
Inspiration point.
Damn, okay. Got any of those left?
Yep.
Okay. Huh.
That drunk session, you gave us one. So I had two.
That drunk session. She,
it was a great time, but you gave us one, so I was like, yes.
She looks over at Ren. And you? Have you seen this creature?
At Ren?
Yup.
I think Ren would just kind of grunt and ignore her.
Okay. And you, tiefling boy. Then she didn't take a parchment. She's going to take one from the vagabond and hold it up. Have you seen this creature?
In fact, I have.
Ah. Some compliance. How unlike your kind. Where have you found her?
Well, I was leaving 2 copper on your mother's nightstand, and she was standing by the bed.
You wretched little bastard! And she begins to weave her hands, and one of the other sisters grabs hold of her. We can't do that here. We would have to take out the entire city. This will not end well for us. The rage on this human's face is extreme. I would like you to give me a perception based on smell. As she got real close and started to what you believe was to cast a spell on you, you do also notice a scent hit your nostrils. And at first it's very flowery, like very strong perfume. But underneath there is a subtle scent of rot and decaying flesh.
Sounds like necromancy.
For a moment, with this rage, you almost see a flash across her face that seems like a non-living creature is standing before you before she recomposes herself, and she seems to close her eyes and concentrate for a moment, and the shimmering of the visage she was wearing goes back to human. You only caught a very like 10 millisecond glimpse of her true self.
Interesting. Do I know what to make of that?
Fuck. Your choice of these are all at advantage because of where you come from. Actually, you know what? You don't even need to roll for this. You feel that this person is probably a lich, which means they are very powerful.
Great. So I ends up my trousers. No, I'm kidding. Totally kidding.
She says, well, if you do happen to see this thing, you'll be sure to let us know, won't you? There is a reward for it, of course.
Do I get my 2 copper back?
Fucking hell. Oh, fuck. I don't even know how to respond to that. Oh, God. She says, you know what? Fine. And she reaches into her coin and she throws you 1 copper. Says, you're probably not even worth that. And she turns, and with that, they begin heading down the street. And she screams at the vagabond, keep handing those out! And they continue south.
I'll leave the copper on the ground for a beggar.
All right. You guys continue.
Oh, that
on.
was great. That was fantastic.
Sorry, guys. I got to quit pushing the buttons on bears.
No, well done. I think you pushing buttons actually was great for us, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, because you came from Thay, I was kind of expecting that, to be honest. As well as the fact that you would, if you're not firing the first shot, then you're not the one starting a fucking war, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, that was perfect. I don't think I could have roleplayed that any better than you just did. That was fantastic. In fact,
Thank you.
cheers, inspiration.
Oh, thanks.
A fit with your backstory, with your personality to begin with, and yeah, that was well done. You all continue
Beauteous.
Thanks.
on. You continue north till you find Lamp Street, and you take a right. Get to the end of Lamp Street, take another right onto Adamar Street, and you notice that a small alleyway exists right here. And you head in, and sure enough, you know what? I don't even think that's an alleyway. No, okay, that is actually a front gate. You notice a front gate. And on either side of the gate, actually, you know what? Let's see if there's an actual description. Nope, there is not. All right, so I can make up whatever the fuck I want. So, as you guys approach the front gate, they seem to be iron gates, about 10 feet tall, and on the posts on either side of the hinges seems to be statues of a figure. I'm not even gonna make you know what? Sure. Everybody can roll me a religion if they wish. At advantage, in fact. Wow. Valeran, you don't believe that these are Ilmater. In fact, it looks like these statues are only about 50 years old or so. But from any knowledge being around here, this particular temple has been here for a very long time. You begin to feel like these might be popular martyrs of the Ilmater faith.
Ah, martyrs. Not Ilmater, but a good second choice.
So, although Ilmater is a god of life and death and healing, and having witnessed not just witnessed, but been affected by somebody taking on your wounds to bring you back to life, you're aware that sometimes part of their order is that you heal others and take the pain upon themselves, even if it will cost you your life. And you feel like these two statues are probably reminiscent of that, as the statues, the one on the left seems to be standing with a hand out, but around multiple parts of the body. At first you think it's chips and cracks in the statue, but upon further examination, it seems like instead they are gashes and wounds depicted upon this person, bandages all over. And as you look at the face, it even looks like this person is missing an eye. The other one shows a person, excuse me, kneeling down and it looks like they're placing their hand on something, although there's nothing there. And again, this one seems to be covered in gashes and cuts, and seems to have, even in the sculpture, looks like blood is flowing from those wounds. And as you stand outside the gates admiring these statues, you see one person walk up to the one that has their palm down, like they're going to touch something. The one person puts his head kind of underneath the hand so that it's touching, and he mutters something. And then he walks away. Somebody else comes up to the other one and places its hand inside the palm of the statue that's where the palm is up, like it's handing something. Give me a perception. All of you, actually. Wow, Zynn.
That is rough. Those are like my auto win rolls, you know? With no perception. As long as I don't roll a frickin' 1.
Ren doesn't have advantage, right?
No, she doesn't. Sorry.
Okay.
That's
Valeran, you're the only one who notices. The man who reached up to touch the hand and then uttered a prayer to Olmader, he had a bandage on that hand. It seemed to be soaked in blood. And he has a blacksmith's hammer on his hip. And as he mutters this prayer, the blood on the bandage disappears, and he removes his hand, and he kind of like flexes his hand and removes the bandage. Doesn't seem to be a wound there, but you notice that on the statue, a new wound seems to have opened up.
I'll whisper to the party, I think this statue takes on people's injuries? What if we didn't bury Haleth? Is it worth a shot?
I think Haleth has been dead for quite a while before we found him. His body was even decomposing.
True, but there's magic that could do that.
It doesn't hurt to try.
But yeah, perhaps we should talk to those inside first before we start pulling him out to do that.
Probably a good idea.
They would probably be able to advise us.
It's just take this dead body out and put it in a fucking hand of a statue as it dangles there.
Weirder things have happened.
Sounds like a bad idea.
Oh god. So, you guys head in. Amongst the people here, you see lines of what look to be sick and injured people. You see one line of sick and injured people leading into the temple. You see healthier people coming out. There's also other people who seem healthy that are just walking directly into the temple. But the sick seem to be in a line.
Well, as we are just looking for information right now, I think we would just walk in because we're all healthy.
Okay. You guys head inside. Inside, it is quiet. There are plenty of people who seem to have large packs on their back. Some look a little disheveled, probably from pilgrimages and such. I believe that's what they called it during Catholic Church times. Pilgrimage to Rome and shit. But you also see some others that you don't see much in the way of the rich here. It seems to mostly be poor. Nobody's wearing fancy clothes. In fact, you guys are probably the fanciest looking people here. which should tell you something.
I resent that.
Hey man, you got on robes. Like, most of these people are kind of like in rags. They look like vagabonds and beggars.
I'm with you.
Even the healthy ones still, you know, don't look like they come from money. But you guys enter, and along the walls you can see stained glass windows. However, these stained glass windows, they're very small and almost like a half circle over top of just a regular glass window. And the glass windows do seem to be a little dingy. Like they haven't been cleaned in a while. The line of beggars goes all the way near the front of the temple. And you can see that at the front of the line, there are a handful of clergy, along with a few clerics. And monks. And as one cleric puts her hand on a on a beggar who seems to have sores, leaking sores all over his visible skin, see her mutter something, and then in a few moments his sores begin to clear up. However, she begins to stagger as two of the other clergy kind of grab this person and help hold her up. She continues to leave her hand on his head and chant and pray, and sores begin to open up all over her body. At the end of it, she nearly collapses. But the others hold her up and take her into a back room, where next the beggar is very grateful, crying and saying his praises to Ilmater and thanking the clergy. Or he begins to walk back out. And the next sickly person steps up. And the next clergyman starts to do the same thing. What would you guys like to do?
Is there any other like clergymen around that aren't like in line? Like maybe just people who are like kind of standing around and watching over?
There are a few. Some of them are tending to other people or, you know, approaching people. But somebody in particular catches your eye. She's walking with a crutch, kind of limping along. And she takes a seat among the stone benches. And although the last time you saw this person, she was covered in many bandages, she still has some. But you see, it almost looks like one of her legs has somewhat withered. Though she doesn't have as many bandages upon her.
Oh, it's that woman we saw that helped us in the beginning.
Yeah, you guys
When,
remember her
Val
name?
died. I don't off the top of my head. Oh, I'm getting yelled at. She wrote it down somewhere.
Good, because I didn't. Yeah, Matsu's like, fuck, I got it somewhere too. But while she looks for the name, you guys do notice her sit by herself among the stone benches.
Yeah, I would approach her, to be honest, because I would go for a familiar face, and she appears to be not with someone. So
Okay. You approach. Doesn't
then
seem
I'd
to
be like-
notice you at first.
well, I'm gonna announce myself. So big hello, and then I would say her name, but like right now I don't know it off the top of my head.
Fair
so
enough.
we're gonna move forward on that part.
She
And
turns.
then
Ah. Hello. It's nice to see you again, Zynn. How was your
she
friend?
remembers me. Fantastic. My friend is he's doing quite well. And he points back to Val because you can clearly see Val.
I'll smile and wave.
Good. That's good. What brings you here today?
Well, I have a question and potentially a request. You see, we've been adventuring in the place below the yawning portal. I don't know if you're aware of it.
Everybody knows of the yawning portal and what lies beneath. She smiles.
Yes. So we've been adventuring below, and you see, we met someone that became a bit of a friend to us. But when we met him, he had already been turned into a revenant. And you see, we helped put him to rest. But before, his former self was a follower of Ilmater. And we wanted to know if there was either a way to bring him back.
Thank you, Matsio.
I assume he'd been dead for a while, or if there was a place we could put him to rest formally.
Oh, I see. Well, we, as... Sorry, did you tell her that he was a
A
worshiper?
revenant. Yes.
No, a worshiper.
Oh, a
of-
worshiper. Yeah. He was. I said he was a follower of Ilmater.
Oh.
Terminology, whatever.
I see. Well, she looks between you and the rest of the group. Did you
I'll
bring
pipe
him-
in and say he was actually a cleric of Ilmater.
Oh. I see. And you found him down below?
Yes, we did. He had already been turned in, or become a revenant when we saw him, and he had definitely been dead for some time.
I see. His name wouldn't happen to be Haleth, would it?
Zynn kind of looks solemn but nods. Indeed, it was.
Poor fool. I told him not to go down there. If he became a revenant, may I ask how you put him to rest?
We helped him find justice for those who wronged him.
See. And did he tell you how he died?
He was. I thought he. Sorry. I believe he said he was. They killed him, and then they took his stuff.
See.
Yes, he didn't know how long he was dead. That's correct. Sorry.
He does, she does seem to bow her head, and a tear rolls down her cheek as she mutters some words. Do you have him with you?
I do. I don't wish to just flop him out of a table. I don't know if you have a place in which we should bring him to.
Oh, yes, of course. Please, follow me. and she kind of lifts herself up onto the crutch, and she leads you towards the back of the temple and through a door. She takes you down a couple hallways into a room that looks quite a bit like the room you guys were in the Hall of Healing. Large stone slabs, angled slightly one side, with a very small trough that leads down to a drain in the ground. Please, if you can place him here.
Of course. And I'll start to kind of I'll almost place the bag roughly where his head should go, and then kind of gently pull him out, but slide the bag as well if I can, so it's not so disrupting of him.
Yeah, I'll allow that for sure. She kind of pulls down the bedroll below his face, and she places her palm, like the bottom of her palm, at the top of his forehead, and the fingers kind of heading towards the crown of his head. And she whispers some words. Says, well, he is grateful for your help and for bringing him here. We do not have a large graveyard, but what we do normally is we do burn the body, and then we bury the ashes, and we would put his name on a plaque outside, chisel it in along the other names. We can make sure that his family will know of his passing. If you wish, you can come back tomorrow if you wish to say something. We'll be burying him, his ashes probably around noon.
That would be quite nice. Thank you very much.
Just no problem. I'm sorry to see one of ours go in such an abhorrent way. It is much better in our view to go to the next world by making sure somebody else doesn't. This was unfortunately for him, I feel, a bit of a wasteful death. But it was good that he found somebody who can help him complete what he needed to so that he could be free of this mortal coil. So I thank you for him. And she kind of gives a meek but obviously pained smile.
Zynn nods. He's like, I only wish I could have met him before he passed. Maybe I could have helped.
Indeed.
She smiles. Well, I have some preparations of the body I must do, and I don't think you want to be here for that. It's not pleasant, especially and she kind of looks down at him, his current state.
Of course, we will take our leave. And then he bows deep, and then he slowly walks away.
She kind of bows her head, but it's about all she can really muster for a bow. I trust you can find your way.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So, where would you all like to go?
If we are close or pass by, like if there's a shop that sells like flowers or something, can we stop by and Ray would like to buy a bouquet?
Let's see. North Ward. Pretty sure I remember seeing there's like florists and shit here. Somewhere. Bent Nail, probably not it. Row House, Room House. Guided Wands. Cordials, nope. Tapestries and Tapestries, nope. Oh, yeah. No, Furs probably would not sell that. Well, where are you guys heading? And I'll see if I can find something along that route.
I mean, that's up to the group. I have either a list of stuff to sell or I have a personal thing to do. But I'm okay with whatever order. If people want to sell things today or if people want to go off and do their own thing today. Well, maybe not their own thing, but separate groups of two because we have one person who's still wanted.
Yeah, that's not going away.
Yeah, I'm not expecting it to.
Well, everybody, whatever it is you want to do for the day, let's throw it in chat or something, and we'll figure out where we're going from there. Okay, so looks like we got a couple people that want to sell stuff and buy stuff. Looks like everybody needs to sell stuff and buy stuff, but like, what kind of stuff are you guys trying to sell? Are you selling like mundane equipment? Are you selling? Like...
I'm gonna post the list in our D&D chat, D&D group. Because
Okay.
I have like an itemized list with quantities, what they cost, and the estimated sell price to make my list.
Well, I mean, like, are you guys trying to go sell magic items first off? Or are you trying to sell like mundane shit?
Yeah, I
like...
assume magic items first, but I just wanted to give you the whole list so you can kind of know what my thought process is, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Basic, quick access. There. But yeah, I assume Arcane Bob's is probably like the first place.
So there's Arcane Bob's, but that is up by the market, which is right next to the Thayan Embassy.
Love that.
There's also, if you look through the legend here, you will see Aurora's Realms shop. I believe these are magic shops as well, which there are several locations throughout the city. So,
Okay.
there's that, and then any of your mundane items, you're probably going to want to sell at like either a general goods store or like, you know, depending on what it is, some sort of blacksmith, weaponsmith,
Yeah,
yada,
so like,
yada, yada, right?
So yeah, so there's magical items, then there's like a goblet with gems in it, the fancy lockbox, then there's the silver ring, so I assume all that would be like a jeweler. Then there's like also like the monster parts with like the Nothic eye, the rust monster hide, and I mean, oh, also the skull trapped eye socket, which is probably the jeweler as well, I assume, maybe.
I believe so, yeah.
So yeah, so either one of the magic shops we could go to first, or a jeweler, probably the two biggest offload areas.
Okay. So from where you guys are, do you want, when you go for a magic shop, do you want to go to Arcane Bob's, or are you looking for another one that's not so close to the embassy?
That sucks because we like Arcane Bob.
I can go separate. Like, we don't have to go all together. I can go someone else.
It's also
I mean, yeah,
risky.
you could always take the two people who like, have the magic items and like do all the selling, and
That's
then
true.
Ray and Ren can go do their own thing.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's walk Ray back to the inn first, so we know that she's safe. Because I assume that's where you're gonna practice, correct?
Yeah, I'll probably practice in my room.
Okay. And then Ren can be your guard, and then I can have Yukina summoned again to be with them.
Okay. So I'm gonna say
actually have some-
once you're done at the Ilmater temple, it's probably, I'm gonna say close to like 2 in the afternoon.
Yep.
By the time you take her back down to the yawning portal, are you guys going in, or are you just dropping her at the front door with Ren?
I'm probably dropping her at the front door with Ren and Yukina.
Oh, you're bringing Yukina back out?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring Yukina back out just because she's going back into her room, just like an extra body to guard her just in case.
Okay. And what is your?
As well as I have my bond with it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What is your order to Yukina before you leave her there?
My order to Yukina is to protect Ray and to stick with Ray.
Okay. Yep. So then the two of you, Valeran and Zynn, you guys are going up to Arcane Bob's first, or where are you heading?
Val, you good with Arcane Bobs?
Bob sounds good.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. Ray and Ren and Yukina head up to Ray's room. Two of you head up towards Arcane Bob's. That's going to take you another hour to get up there.
Yep.
But I know that you guys said you had a hard stop at 8, because I believe you have a party or something tonight.
Yeah, we're going to a Halloween party.
Yep.
Well, in that case, I think this is a good end point for tonight. Just give me a moment to outro the stream. So, thank you, Kenny, Matsuya, Snow. Thanks for stopping in, chatting, resubscribing, so on. I greatly appreciate you guys coming around. Matsuya, I feel that Zynn did a pretty good job with you role-playing your character tonight. Hopefully we will get you back in for the next session. Hopefully your workload will be a little bit lighter. But for those of you who are, kind of new here, or, haven't been here very often, I do stream usually Thursday through Monday. I'm waiting on a couple more parts, because I'm going to upgrade my system and stuff, and my monitors and so on. So I'm going to be still streaming probably tomorrow evening, and I believe I have a Baldur's Gate on Monday with people. So hopefully we will see you here. Depending on when the parts get here, I might decide to keep Tuesday and Wednesday free like I normally do, but if they're not here, I might do some extra streams, so that the day my parts do get here, I probably won't be streaming that day, as I gotta upgrade the system and so on and so on. So definitely tomorrow night though, 8 p.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Eastern on Monday for do some sort of video game tomorrow, and Baldur's Gate on Monday. But just remember, be savage or go home, everybody. Peaces.